when I used to blow up, they used to put, not they, but my dad and stepmom used to put me in a, like they used to restrain my arms and then restrain my legs. I actually do. I do one of these ones.
What? That's crazy.
I actually do. I do like it when you call me.
Shut up. Yeah, shut up, pussy. What's 5 things you do to improve your mood?
Bussin'.
100% bussin' as well.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back to the Intersect Podcast. We've actually got a bit of a different structured type of episode, this one. This one's a little bit new to us. A little bit fresh. As you can see, we've actually got another camera on that ugly mug.
Gorgeous.
Welcome.
Thank you for letting me come on to the Intersect Podcast. No, just have like a problem.
Mate, welcome. Welcome to the studio.
Is it nerve-wracking having a camera on you?
No.
Which is nice because, I mean, when we first started, when I first started, I was shitting my pants.
I was on that chair when Nikki called me a racist. I'm pretty sure I'll be all right.
That is true.
You weren't there for that, were you?
Where was I? Oh, no, that was when, I'll make him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he said that he looked like a retard.
Yeah.
I mean, checks out.
Yeah. She
Checks
wasn't
out.
Checks out.
But yeah, mate, this is all you.
All me.
I'm directing the energy over to JP to see how this structure goes because
Well, we wanted to
you
throw
always bag me out for talking too much.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Well, we want to do a little bit more of a fun side of the episode because we tried to make one. It didn't quite work. So we're going to try again after trying twice. So
Is this the few weeks ago that we tried? Yeah.
But yeah. In the meantime, you probably haven't seen too much of me as I've been living the hermit life thanks to Adam.
Yeah, it's Adam.
Adam. Yeah.
I was going to say Dan.
Adam Becker.
Adam Becker.
Yeah, the old hibernation challenge. So I have had no social media, no caffeine, no alcohol, no sugar and lollies, no fast food, no dating apps or pornography.
There's one very big one, and we've both noticed quite a big difference in your...
Oh, not allowed to jack off?
Yeah, no bussin'.
No, well, you're allowed to have sex, but...
Yeah,
no
but
thanks.
just you talking to girls is like once in a blue moon. So
Yeah, pretty well.
So he can't
Just kinda
bus, and he hasn't bus. How long has it been?
4 weeks. 3 weeks? 4 weeks.
Every
We're
time
coming
we
up
come
4.
over, he grabs us by the hips, and we have to put in...
Crazy.
we're trying to help him with the fence and all these things. Like, damn, behind us.
I was on the other side of the fence trying to see you crack. And then obviously I've got to read self-improvement books or mental health books, which I've been reading. I've read a couple so far. And I've got a daily journal and do some life writing down stuff every day. So getting through it. Can say, if you're going to do this hibernation challenge, I do suggest going to actually apply properly to the hibernation challenge because if not, you kind of just cut everyone off and you're just alone for 90% of your whole day.
I did want to bring this up and
There was no YouTube or TV, no phone in the bedroom
Hence
kind
why
of thing,
the
and
TV is
no
off.
phone in the toilet or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you going with it?
Lonely, mate.
Yeah.
As you'd expect.
Yeah. There was one thing that you did say, I think it was last week. What's today? Monday. Yeah, it was last week. You said, if anyone is struggling, you feel like that this probably wouldn't be the best thing for them.
Yeah, if they were going to do it, definitely go through their thing where they get, daily checkups and you get part of a group.
Oh, because you get that.
Yeah, you get all the help and support and check-ins and coaches and stuff.
So the way you're doing it is just fucking purely stupid.
I just locked myself in a little box.
This is his little box.
No, I spend most of the time outside in that little box in there. The kitchen chair one.
Oh,
That little box.
right.
That's my little box.
That's why.
My reading, my cooking, my Duolingo, my all of it.
So your reading has, so he went to the tip and you got a fair few books.
I went to the tip shop that sells stuff because I was there to look for gym equipment because I'm getting banned from a gym. So that sucks. Apparently Crocs are not allowed in the gym anymore.
You're bringing up all the stuff that I wanted to bring up, but you're bringing it up very quickly.
Oh, sorry. You go.
No. So, yeah.
Anyway, I was at the tip shop because I was looking for gym equipment. There was no gym equipment. And then I was just looking around because I thought, why don't I have a squeeze? And I found a painting. And I was like,
Which you probably would have saw in
a Da Vinci?
the Da Vinci.
Da
video.
Vinci? And I wasn't going to get any books or anything. The ladies come up to me and said, hey, $5 book bag. Hands me a shopping bag, like a nice one. And she goes, fill it as much as you want, $5 for the whole bag.
Actively came out and said, hey.
Yeah, because she seen me like just looking at the books because I was like, oh, mental health books. I'll squeeze it because, you know, we run this thing. And then she was like, $5.
Did you give her our socials?
No, I didn't. No social media, remember?
Yeah, but I have it. And she probably has it.
Yep, you're not wrong. Sorry, I'm not a marketer, all right? Anyway, I filled my bag up with all these books and then I said, you know what, that's it. Grabbed my painting, grabbed the books, walked and said, how much is it going to cost me? She said, how about we do $10 for the both of them? $5 book bag, $5 painting. I said, bargain. Do I have to pay with cash? She goes, no, we do card. Even better. Tap.
Fire.
Off I went.
Yep.
Then I had to figure out how to get the painting in my car because it was rather large.
So which book has been the favourite so far and which book has been the worst so far?
My favourite is like the semi-picture book. That
checks out. Child brain.
No, it's just funny. I can't remember what it's called.
Do you want to grab it, Nico?
I'm just lying on the fucking thing.
Jimmy, can you do something with that?
The frog one.
I was living.
The frog one on the greeny
I
colour.
was just looking at it.
Just grab all of them.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh no, I need my frog.
This is what happens when you bring someone else in.
Just relax.
Just throw the frog one at me. Maybe not throw it, but yeah, throw it. Oh! It's called Furry Logic. Laugh at life. It's actually kind of funny. Some of the things it says is just silly, but it makes me laugh. For example,
They're like one-liners with like a picture of a lion.
no, this just makes you laugh. I think my favorite one is two toucans. And it says
Talking about books, actually, while you find
Here we
that.
go.
Okay.
this one, and it says, always take a lawyer with you and bring another lawyer to watch him.
Fair. Fair
It
play.
just makes you laugh.
Yeah. Talking about books, actually, because Pia, our middle daughter, she is very much like me. When I was a kid,
Yeah.
you just explode, right? You have a very short fuse. So she just blows up when something doesn't go away.
Like soccer.
Yes.
Oh, what
Yeah,
happened at soccer?
when we went to
She
soccer.
lost.
No, it's not that she lost. It's just like we're obviously playing and like she wants to get joined in, but we're doing something. So we try and like bring her in, but then it doesn't go away and she just loses it, cracks it, fucking blows up. So,
Oh, either.
Because there's
Yeah.
obviously only the one ball. So there's obviously his two other daughters, Stafford and I, are going at each other. And then she'll kick it once, but then she'll want it again. Because at that young age, you don't know quite.
yeah, there's no like taking turns type thing. But yeah, anyway, so it was like, so I was speaking to Michaela Taylor and I was like, we need to sit her down. And because the thing that I've been doing is, because I know how it feels to have that short fuse and blow up very, very quickly. I think that's why my fuse now is so long. Like it takes a lot for me to actually get properly angry, unless you fucking rage bait me,
Unless
you
your
piece of
name's
shit.
Dr. PJ.
But I was speaking to her today. I was like, we need to figure out a way how to communicate with her while she's at that explosive part. I just said punch in the jaw and go to sleep.
That's right.
And,
Night.
and she said, unfortunately, we can't do that. So she went to Kmart and she found
Headlock.
this.
No.
She what?
Headlock.
Go sleep.
Go sleep. Go sleep.
But she found this book that explains about all your emotions and so they call it brainstormies. It's like, so when she's at that point, it's like a brainstorm.
Yeah, it used to be a good term about thinking.
Mm.
But yeah,
Well, I mean, it still is.
yeah, I suppose.
But yeah, so
Do you need to read
that's
that
why
book?
I was late, because I was reading the book with her. I was like going over some things and trying to explain to her.
And how'd
So-
it go?
Good. I mean, because one of the things
In one ear, out the other?
No, it was the first time reading the book. So every time she explodes, we're going to like bring the book to her and be like, hey, let's sit down, let's read the book. Let's see what's going on. But the thing that I have been doing lately is that, so one of the things when I was a kid, when I used to blow up, they used to but my dad and stepmom used to put me in they used to restrain my arms and then restrain my legs and hold me there.
That sounds a bit fucking.
And I remember blowing up even more because you can't move. You can still breathe, but barely, because they're
How
tight.
old were you?
I don't know, 10, maybe less. I reckon.
What a wild thing to do.
Yeah. They used to just like grab me, sit me on the floor, and then just like wrap their legs around my legs and then put my arms into her and then just hold me there and just like squeeze. Like, bitch, this ain't helping me.
That's crazy.
Want to explode even more.
What kind of thought process is that?
Stupid. So now when I do it, I'm obviously doing it the opposite way, where I'm like, I know what it feels like to blow up. So I go in there, I was like, hey, let's go into your room. Let's sit down. Tell me why you're feeling like this. What's going on? And she's obviously at the point where she's like crying, fucking snot coming out, everything. And you're kind of just like, all right, we'll just take a few deep breaths, relax, and then we'll talk. And I'll sit there with her and talk to her. And it helps. But
Very nice. Very nice.
yeah,
It's good on you. Right?
that book is, I mean, today's the first day that we've had it, so hopefully we can figure it out why and how, and because there's obviously 3 girls there, so she is the middle one, older one and younger one. Kind of like, oh my god, I can't wait, but the younger one, and then the middle one kind of gets left out. You kind of got to make time for it. Yeah,
As if you just said the middle one gets left out. It's crazy.
All middle child get left out, I reckon.
From what I've heard, yeah.
That's why a majority of the time the middle child's always like the
That's why they say it's a forgotten child.
yeah,
Middle
or the troublemaker eventually, or goes on to go into drugs, or
Yeah, right.
because they always have this thing in the back of their head that no one wants them because their parents never showed them attention. You were the middle child, hey?
Yeah.
No, you're actually the youngest one. So you got all the attention.
No,
Don't lie.
I'd say we were even.
What, are you a middle child?
No.
Oh, I was going to say what? He's youngest, eh?
Yeah.
Unlucky Stafford.
I'm the oldest.
Oh.
Well, I'm actually technically the middle child. I've got an older brother and a younger brother.
So how's that technical?
How are you
You
technically
are.
the oldest?
Well, so my older brother isn't my full brother.
Oh, half brother.
Yeah. And my younger brother is my full brother.
Like half? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So Paul, if you're watching this, I actually haven't seen that cunt since I was like, I don't know, young.
Well, now that this is a mental health podcast.
No, we're going to change up the subject.
I know this is something you'd want to know. One of the Sparkies is a young kid. He committed suicide last week here in Jordan.
Is that the bloke that ran into the
Road train.
The road
17-year-old.
train. That was actually I'm glad you brought this up, because that
So
was
one of
one
the-
thing.
That way?
Yeah. This is one thing that I wanted to bring up. There is too many fucking young kids that are committing suicide. So if you are a young fella, a young bloke coming out in your teens or early 20s, don't reach out. One of the worst things that you can go through is isolation, and you're never alone. right?
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything to say to that? Because it's fucked. It's absolutely fucked.
When you get to that point, I think you
I
feel
know, there's
there's like nothing.
You've convinced
there.
yourself.
Yeah. So like Blair was sitting
Blair.
on the couch. She had the same intention, and lucky for her case, it was
Surfers in the water.
surfers in the water. But for him, if there was
He just
obviously
would've-
nothing
yeah.
that stopped him, and he just
That's what I mean. Like, isolation is the worst thing you can possibly go through. You think being by yourself and trying to deal with all this shit is going to get better, but if anything, it spirals you into a fucking worse headspace, and it's just going to send you to on the path of where you don't want to fucking go.
and the fact that he was so young is also
How old was he?
a
Was he like
concern.
17 or
I think
something?
he was 17. Yeah,
Yeah.
is a concern because you don't even. How bad would his mental health been when he isn't even a full adult yet? He doesn't have those full
Well, apparently your frontal lobe doesn't fully develop until you're like 25.
25 or something.
So what the fuck can we do to help young kids or young teens? One of the good things is Brenton. I'm going to shout out Brenton. He's doing the between 14 and 17.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. He's doing
Blokehood.
those
Local
the-
project.
Blokehood project to take them out to an
Camping.
isolated spot, no phones, just to show them how to not survive, but like be a bloke and get in touch with your feelings.
I don't think it's necessarily even being a bloke.
But that's
I think
kind
it's nature just in general. No, going back to
I could be
those-
wrong also, Brenton, if you're watching this sub.
just going back to nature, just taking a deep breath and just
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, you're like really big into your hunting and your full driving and your camping. I think camping is probably a really good thing to do. Bunch of blokes, and look, I'm also going to say this: if you try to open up to any of your mates and they shut you down, they're not your real mates.
That's right.
I'm just going to be brutally
Facts.
honest, because you should be able to, regardless of if you've spoken about it before, if you open up to any of your mates and they can actually sit there and be an ear and not say anything or not give you, oh, this is what you should do or this is what you should do. I mean, after you've explained everything, but if you go out and try and speak to your one of your mates and they go, no, I can't, or oh, I'll talk to you later or something like that, fuck them off.
yeah. Because if you're a true friend, someone calls you 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and you're somehow awake or you hear the phone ringing, why wouldn't you answer? You obviously know there could be something going on. Like, I won't name the person, but I've gone and picked him up at 1:30 in the morning. Because if you care enough, that's your homie. You want him to be
That's
around. You
right,
don't want
yeah.
him to struggle that much alone, especially when you know they struggle already. It just takes 1 week moment, one impulsive thought.
Yeah.
And that's it. Then
Mm.
then 3 weeks down the track, you had a funeral again. It's
But yeah, that's the little sad spiel that we will get off of now. Now we're going to kind of jump into the fun. I don't know what you have for us.
This is a topic me and you've spoken about, and JP will definitely have an opinion about it because, as you know, we're just reading some things off Reddit. This is one that we've had a genuine conversation. Should there be a maximum age limit to be able to drive? After a certain age, should you have to fully pass a driving exam, not just renew your license?
You do have to pass a driving exam.
When you're older.
At a maximum age, like when you get old. So you know
When you're
how
old.
when you're on the road and you see some old bloke
I'm pretty
in the
sure
car.
every
I actually
6 months or a year you have to do a driving test.
Yeah. Well, I actually got a funny story because I was going, might have been yesterday, maybe, coming back from Tip Run. I went Edward Road through to Utica, through Rangeway there. Went to go out towards the highway. All of a sudden, some old fella in his rundown red shitbox just come, because you know how it's like you can either turn that way or that way onto the highway and then that lane comes in.
What?
Utica
Oh,
Road, on that Cons
yeah.
Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like pulling up and he's gone to peel in, but obviously he's thought that was the one. So he peeled into my lane and was like, I looked at him and I was just kind of like, I was in a good mood, so I just kind of looked at him and I was like, and he's like, and then bit of traffic, yep, reverse out, go. Don't worry, mate, all good.
Yeah.
And I was like, he looked, 75-ish around there. And I was like, anyone could miss that turn, I suppose. But I was just, come on, brother.
I think, I definitely think, and it is the case. I think once you hit a certain age, you have to retake your driving test every so often. But
it's like 80.
yeah. One thing that I've always been is that everyone like road rage is.
Sorry, did you just say 80?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say 80?
Isn't it like 80?
Brother, I wouldn't trust my grandma when she was 65. Go back and do your license, you old bitch.
Correct. Well,
65 is pretty young though.
Yeah, my mum's about to turn
I
61.
love your mum. Oh, I love JP's mum. She's so cool.
Oh, yeah, she invited you around on dinner if you want.
MILF.
One day.
camera, mumsy.
I was like, because I was like, yeah, he just keeps going on about it. And she's like, he can come around for dinner and whatnot if he wants. And I was like, no, he'll say yes instantly. But I was like, yeah, sure.
Mumsy, consider it done. I'm coming
JP's
over.
like, no, please.
No,
Stay
thanks.
away from my house.
There's 4 chairs and there's only 3 of us, so there would be enough room for another.
So me, because I'm the more chilled out.
So I
one.
get a plaque and everything?
Plaque?
Stafford.
No.
My plate.
My plaque.
Comes with his own professional name tag. Reserved. Crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't think 65 is that young, that old. I mean,
65's not
what
old.
was your nana? Was she diagnosed?
No, it's just I looked at it, I was like, yeah.
To be fair, I think it's just a people thing because there's some people I hop in a car with and I'm like, no thanks, I'll drive.
That's definitely right. But no, anything over 70, there's question marks starting to pop up.
Yeah.
You can't remember what wipe your ass. How are you supposed to drive a car down the road?
70 isn't that, it's old, but it's not that. I think once you get into 85, 90s is when.
Isn't the average age 73 when you die or something?
My boss's dad, he's 76. And that man works harder than anyone I know. He's builds fences and he's a chippy or something maybe.
Broke it something.
I was like, yeah.
Chippy something.
I got lost in my words. So he's a chippy or something. And he's always working.
Old boys go hard. Old boy goes
He's
hard.
probably the fittest 76-year-old around.
I feel like in saying that though, old boys that are like that probably has the worst road rage.
Bro,
They'll
when
come up
they
behind
look
some
red
old-
under their skin and they're not even angry, you just know. You know when you can look at someone and they got that real red parched face in the old age, you're like, brother, you were hot under the collar your whole life. You just look like you exploded everything.
That was my pop.
Maybe they just wore tight collars.
My pop looked like right before he passed, like a lizard.
Correct.
He had the scaliest red skin because he was he was a cray fisherman.
Oh,
Always out on the fucking
rope
boat.
hands.
His hands were straight up just fucked up, and he just had it was all crinkled up, wrinkly skin.
Sun exposure. Or something.
Yeah, he was there was too much out in the sun.
Old wrinkly grape.
But yeah, I think old people, you're all right. You can keep driving. Just maybe do the fucking speed
Stay
limit.
the fuck out of my way.
No, just do the speed limit because that's I think the thing that gets me all the time is I'll be behind in a 60 zone and they're doing 40
Oh,
and they're just they're sitting there like this. With their
Right
fucking
up
tissues
on
on
this
the back seat. They got tissues on the back seat.
Always
and
in
they
the
got,
window.
and then they got fucking teddies on the front. They're just it's bro, come on, just plant your foot down just a little
you know what we
bit.
need? There's no more of this baby on board stickers. We need granny driver stickers. Just
Never
start.
inside.
I would let my intrusive thoughts win. If there was a way of getting away with crime, I would honk. Wind down your window, love. If you don't speed up, I'll drive the fuck over you.
This man road raging. You can't even road rage properly anymore.
Yeah, I have to do the speed limit.
Do you get scared overtaking?
Yes. I get scared when
Like a
all right,
dress.
let's talk about this then because everyone that doesn't know, I'm currently on Double or Nothing. And for anyone that doesn't know, Double or Nothing is when you get too many speeding fines and you lose all your fucking points. So now I can still get fined, but it can't be anything more than.
No.
So I can't actually get demerit points. I can get a fine, and that's fine, but I can't receive a demerit point. If I receive a demerit point, then I lose my license for 6 months.
Can you imagine you? 2 rolls of carpet walking inside. No boys, mum away.
Or a ton of planks.
As a trolley.
Wait, you're gonna be jacked. Maybe the 6 months would be good for you. Get nice.
Maybe
and
I'll just hire you as my personal driver.
No, you pay me as a slave. No thanks. You're gonna be walking.
I'll walk. That's fine.
Don't worry, bro.
I'll drive past.
Wait.
With a high five, Steph.
I'll buy
I'll
you.
fucking stab your wheel. You
Don't worry. I'll buy you a scooter. Scooter with
I-
a trolley.
Wait, with his little hooked on makeshift trailer.
He would just put a tow ball on and try to tow his actual trailer. Imagine trying to stop, boy.
So yeah, now I have to do the Double or Nothing for 12 months. 12 months and not get a.
So how are you coping with that, Stafford? We haven't checked up on you. We've only made jokes. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling fine. As you know, sitting in the passenger seat, I'm always cruise control here, turn it down to cruise control. Oh, 50, 60. All right, cruise control. Oh, stop. Cruise control. Cruise control, my best friend.
Oh,
Fair enough.
I'm not.
Is it adaptive?
Yeah.
It's dangerous if you get
But
stuck
it-
behind it goes a little faster.
Yeah, it does the thing. It'll start speeding up. You're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Get him. Get him, he's speeding. But it'll like, the thing with mine, because it's like one of the new models, it has the braking thing. I think adaptive braking
oh,
or
so
whatever. It
like the
makes it,
sensor that picks up someone in front of you.
if
it
they
slams
stop
the
too
brakes?
quick, it'll slam on the brakes.
Yeah.
And it makes the most fucked up noise.
Yeah, but ABS kicking in. The ABS kicking in.
Yeah. It sounds fucked. It's like gears. All right. So we just had a little bit of technical difficulties.
Just standard.
My man's camera's died. So, yeah.
You'll hear him from now on.
Ugly
Yeah.
mug.
So, what do we got next?
All right, so we'll start with you because you've been in a relationship the longest. What's the pettiest thing you've ever done? Because I'm sitting here reading some and there's some diabolical ones. After a breakup or during like a little argument or whatever you got going.
I don't think I've done anything petty. My ex, I looked because I still had her login for Facebook. I went onto all of her messages and just sent like diabolical messages
That's crazy.
That is wild.
and then logged out.
That's
wild.
that's probably one of the worst things you could do.
That's wild.
Be like, hey, send it to all the boys. Hey,
You fucking cheated on me.
your cock is thick.
I was like, yo, he said you're a slag. No. I wouldn't say anything like that.
You would.
But yeah, my ex, she cheated on me. So I was like, you know what? Fuck you. So I went onto her Facebook. People, messages galore.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Just sent out.
JP, you wouldn't have much because you're just an old school lover, eh?
I actually
school
can't think
lava.
of anything like
Yeah, bus.
petty. What's the pettiest thing you've done?
Not much, eh? Chuck some pictures out. It's not even petty. It's just moving on.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. Why? What's on the?
so the one here is stole the little glass plate that spins from the microwave.
Oh,
The thing on the wheel.
Yeah, the little glass. Where do you reckon it's from?
All right. So if you see this dude's mug, that's a different quality than he's just on my phone. Just so you guys can still have that dynamic. But yeah, so they stole the microwave plate.
the spinny
So
spin
just
spin.
like taking shit that's an
Just like
inconvenience.
petty stuff. Imagine that. You go to microwave your food.
Yo, you know what would be something wild? If you like, while you're in the relationship, you just like, yo, I got some condoms, right?
Somewhat?
Some condoms, right? You put them in the thing, and then when you break up, you just stab holes in all of them.
Bro, that's not even petty. That's just straight up a war
Criminal.
crime. You're setting up someone to fail. You know what? You're going through the hardest part of your life. Let's make it harder.
Yeah, what else is on there?
There's another one. I stole the toilet seat
That's
off the toilet,
The actual seat.
the actual seat. So you know how you flip it up for us?
That
blokes?
would probably affect you more because you sit down to piss.
yeah.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
No,
What?
you dickhead.
I was going to say, there's nothing wrong with that. I do it.
I do it at night. 100%. If
You
it's
flush
like,
your farts too, eh?
so,
Flush your farts.
Suppressor.
suppressor. Yeah, if it's like 12 o'clock at night or something, I'm sitting down to piss 100%.
What?
I can't be fucked standing up while I'm drowsy as shit. I'm like,
So much effort to go down and get back up, cunt.
nah, I just want to fall asleep on the
You can literally stand there and lean against the wall.
I actually do. I do one of these ones.
What? That's crazy.
Damn.
Just pure
that
ass
boy's-
shot for the camera.
Damn, that boy's thick.
Right, because like when I wake up, because I drink a lot of water before I go to bed. So I'm
Piss in bed?
bricked up when I wake up because I need a piss.
High pressure.
They're high pressure. It's a
High pressure.
fucking pressure cleaner, that bad boy. And
No scrubber required.
I'm doing my part for the community,
That's crazy.
scrubbing all the fucking
Man of the house right there.
yeah. So I'm like, I'm fucking.
You
doing,
used to clean toilets
I'm
anyway,
doing
so
one of these. Right. I'm doing one of them, so I can fucking straight into the toilet. I don't have to
I lie down on this.
row planks across the toilet.
You got a wide bath and toilet room.
Yeah, your foot and your head are just touching the wall.
That's how I balance, bro. Not even touching the toilet and floating above it.
That's freaking
Bro, just-
wild.
That's crazy. Levitating.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck.
Jesus.
There's another one. She stole all his chargers to all his devices. So headphones,
That's
phone,
fucked up.
whatever you could think of that needs
Do
a
you imagine
charger,
someone
your
that
watch.
did that to me here? How many
Like,
cords
for all
would you
that
take? It'd be so
I
many.
would be pissed,
Yeah. Imagine if they took the mic cords. Oh.
bro. I would actually be fucking devastated if I came over. Yo, someone broke
Don't
in.
worry, bro. It's not going to happen. We're
Well,
safe.
with the gate there now.
The
No
back
one's
gate
fucking
is
breaking
now
in.
functional.
If I came over and you're like, yo, someone broke in, I'm like, what'd they steal? And you're like, all the cords. Fuck.
You know what's going to suck? Because I'm going to wake up in the morning, walk out the back, be like, fuck, and then walk out the front.
Oh, because you're so used to. Yeah.
I've never used the front door, and now it's going to be
Yeah,
used.
stealing charges. You know one that I read? So it was like going into the ex's house because they still had the key, and just every single day while they're at work, just taking something small. So like spices. They'd take spices. They would take like batteries out of the fucking remote.
That's wild.
They would take chargers. They would take caps off like toothpaste.
I would go
Just to make
insane.
them think that they're going nuts.
That's great. That wouldn't work for me. I got nothing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. People would come in and bring you shit.
Yeah, they'd be like,
Please do. You can donate at.
Here's the address.
That's crazy.
The people just start rocking up.
B Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Send it there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What did you give an address to?
This
Brother,
next
come
one.
on. Do you know that address?
No.
14 Wallaby Way. Is that what you said?
I said B Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Be sure.
Is that someone's house that you know that you don't like? Or
No.
Is it a movie thing?
Chat, come on. Everyone knows where the fuck that address is. It's off fucking Nemo. Finding Nemo.
Oh.
How am I supposed to know that?
Bro, I do not.
Educate yourself.
Can't watch
movies.
TV.
Oh, so when did Finding Nemo come out?
Bro just doesn't
2002.
watch TV in
Yeah,
general.
exactly.
And I've watched it once.
Then you should know.
Brother.
I
I
didn't
was
know
like
that.
6.
You can reenact the Shrek fucking thing.
Yeah. Shrek's a fire movie.
Shrek is fine.
Best cartoon movie ever.
What
when-
would you say is your favorite Disney movie?
Disney movie.
No, that's Shrek's DreamWorks. Just so we clarify that.
Yeah.
But it's now owned by Disney.
Is it?
Disney bought everything.
The fuck?
Disney also owns Sony.
Oh, nice.
Not all of it.
Yeah, not all of Sony.
No, what is that the one that is it Sony? Disney and what's the other one? The other big one. Is it Sony? Is it Sony?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm lost now.
Okay, but back to the question.
Okay.
What is your all-time favorite movie? Disney,
No clue.
like cartoon.
Disney.
Probably Shrek, I guess. I can't think of
Tarzan.
anything. Tarzan
Lorax.
was fire. The Thneed.
That's
The
my...
need for Thneed.
The Lorax is a fire movie.
Yeah.
Bro, if I ever have to get something tattooed on my body, I'm getting that fucking orange little prick. Right in my
That little orange dog.
hug that
You
tree.
should grow
bitch.
your mow out.
You know, Steph is genuinely in shock when it's not like a normal, like, no, you know, you do and your bottom lip covers your teeth, you go. And that's what happens when you're a genuine, oh. It's so funny because it's like not normal, it's like a.
That's because it's a diabolical thing that you just hug that tree, you little bitch. That's fucked up.
Oh.
I would, I would
Jungle
have
Book.
to say, or actually no, Tarzan is definitely my top 5. But there's a movie, Treasure something.
Treasure Planet.
That
Such a good movie.
my fucking gangster movie. That would have to be top Treasure Planet, 100%.
Very good.
Treasure Planet has to be
It's up there.
up there. It's definitely.
Bro, do you know
number
how
one.
Bro,
bad I
this-
wanted to have one of those boards? Trying to kickstart it.
There's so many good cartoon movies.
Bro.
So you actually can't even make...
Wait, similar kind of same animation.
Atlantic.
Atlantis.
That would also be
They
top
also-
5. I'm gonna have to say Atlantic. Well, not. This is not in order, but top 5 would be Atlantis.
Milo. That's the guy from Atlantis.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Atlantis. Oh, the chicken Atlantis.
That's bro.
Smash!
She's like
Smash!
1700 years
Smash!
old, and he's like, done.
Doesn't fit.
25, done.
Yeah,
You wipe that
Atlantis, Treasure Planet, Tarzan.
Pocahontas?
Why'd you say it like that? Pocahontas.
Because you were saying about she's like 17. I was like, what other Disney movies are actually
Get your
criminal?
mind out of the gutter.
Because Pocahontas was like 16 and the dude's like creeping on her. So
Those three.
Just had to get that out.
Shrek has to be in there.
Which one? 1, 2, or 3? Or 4?
One, obviously.
One of.
Because I had a conversation with someone, they reckon number 2 is the best. And I was like, there's no chance.
I mean, human Shrek form.
I'm all alone.
There's no one here beside me.
My brother's gone. Yeah, Shrek. So let me recap: Treasure Planet, Atlantis, Tarzan, Shrek, and the last one would have to be. Ooh,
There's a lot of
Is
good
it,
ones that can go in
there's
this
some
spot.
old school
King Arthur, the really old one.
where he pulls the sword. Where he's
The
like
little kid, yeah, in the red coat.
100% King Arthur or Robin Hood, like the old school.
Oh,
Robin
with the
Hood.
fox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the movie that used to make me cry was fucking Fox and the Hound.
Oh.
Bro, I watched that the other
Trap?
day. How sad.
Or when they just
What
when
about
they have to
the
drive
Iron
and drop the
Giant? Is it
what?
Iron Giant? Iron Robot? The Iron Giant?
Yeah, I know what you're
It's
talking
called
about. It's a
Iron
big...
Yeah. You stay here, not safe. I go that way, danger. You know? Goes and beats up the
You
nuke
know-
in space.
You know, this is a more recent one, not an old one. But you know which one is good? Big Hero 6.
Oh, Big Heresy Fire.
Blah, 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 blah.
But they don't see. They don't hit like the nostalgic
No,
old
they
school,
don't.
the old school movies. Fox and the Hound
That's
or
because
101 Dalmatians.
They're so nostalgic because you've watched them so long ago. Like, give it another 10 years, Big Hero 6 will probably be the same kind of
Yeah.
spec. But obviously, because those
I don't know.
are
It
older-
they just hit different. Or Pinocchio. That used to scare the fuck out of me, Pinocchio.
Are you wearing a thong? No, you're wearing ladies' underwear.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Old school movies, absolute fire. Just so everyone knows, there's no actual structure to this episode, like we said right at the start. But this is fun. This is
Just
fun.
Conversation.
This is just boys talking shit. Yeah, Fox and the Hound, I remember it clear as day. They're driving through, and it's all rainy and shit. They're driving to the forest, and they got to drop the fox into the. I can't. They drive off. I'm like, pick my boy up. What are you doing?
His hands just shattered.
I'm broken inside. I'm dead. I'm broken. Yeah.
Wild.
Old school movies, absolutely.
JP, what's one that hits the spot for you and it can't be Shrek?
Did you ever cry watching like an old cartoon?
I bet you he's like the cop of Cloudy the Chance. Get back up in there, tear. Like,
Yeah.
get back into his face.
He sucks it
Get
back
in
up.
there. That made me cry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever watched.
You have
a
no
movie.
recollection of like watching a cartoon and crying.
I can't say I've ever cried from a movie or a cartoon. That I can.
Mine was
There's definitely something you get you in your throat and you're like, oh man.
I will be a man and I'll admit Bambi. Bro, the old school one.
I don't think I've
Where
actually
his
watched
mum
I grew up on a
where his
station,
mum
bro.
died. I was like,
That's
well,
your-
I used to do it as well, but then you like, bro, that's
Yeah, but I suppose. Did you ever have like farm animals around and you raise them and then you
yeah, like cows,
And you
sheep,
eat it.
chickens.
name them like actual pets?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, cool.
like cows, and then you
We used to name them Sunday roast and stuff like that.
pepper gravy.
That's crazy.
pepper
We
gravy.
named one of the lambs that at someone's house that I know.
We
Pepper
named
gravy.
we had a goat. We called it Licious, short for delicious.
That
we
is fire,
We
man.
didn't eat the goat, but one of our mates did. His
Yeah.
name was Benson. He wanted to eat that goat for so long.
Damn, delicious.
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 One of the movies that always, and probably still to this day will make me cry is the first Pokemon. When Ash gets turned to stone.
I've never.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Brother.
We're uncultured.
Mew and Mewtwo are just fighting. They're going hard at it. Ah, bah. And then they shoot their beams and then Ash runs in. Ah! he gets caught in two beams, gets turned to stone. And then all of a sudden, because they're in like a big stadium, all the Pokemon just start crying. All their tears like come in. Bro, I will cry to the day I die with that movie.
That's crazy.
Absolute fucking fire.
Well, because this is another way we can look at this. Because you obviously have yours. Have you ever seen your girls pick a movie and that's the one they cry about?
Barbie.
That's a trash. Actually, that's a pretty good movie, not gonna lie.
What?
The Barbie movie
Oh,
with
I can't really remember it.
Margot Robbie in it and the other fella.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling. That's the one. You know what
Smash.
movie? Yes, it was Moana 2.
Really? Wait, this a 2?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Wait,
I
number 2 is
also-
actually pretty good.
fire. I cried over that. I'm not gonna spoil just in case anyone hasn't seen it. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
JP hasn't,
I
obviously.
have not. I didn't
I'm
know
not
there was
spoiled.
another 2.
We're going to have to bring it out after his hibernation comes down and have a movie night with him.
With Moana 2. Wait, that's
A million
actually
beers and Moana 2.
that's consider it done. We're gonna have a movie night here, Moana 2.
We'll have
That's
to do it out on the deck or the veranda.
Ooh.
So I can
Maybe I can get a
Do an-
projector.
and engine at the same time because I got things to do. Can't
Oh,
be just
right,
wasting
Bravo.
time.
Just
No,
relax for a
we
bit.
have to do it where you're not doing nothing. Popcorn, bevies, some Maltesers in the popcorn.
Quick, Stafford, make him cut.
He'd have the worst post-nut clarity too. He'd be like, "What have you done?
It'd be that
What have
build
you
up.
done?
Crazy.
Oh, no.
Oh, what have you done?" Just all over his gut.
That's
That's
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
What were the questions you wanted to ask me before? Because you said I was bringing them up.
So you brought up the books, right? So we're gonna go back right to the start. Nice little circle. So you brought up the books, which we did go over. I wanted to talk about your journal. We're not going to obviously bring it out because that's very personal, but
Good.
you did.
Burn the fucker.
He's ready as soon as this challenge started. He's like,
He's burning it. So
can we be here when we see the hate released?
Oh no, I won't burn it, but I'll probably just lock it in a box and then just
in
drop
a
the
safe
box in
and
a river.
bury
And
it.
then
Yeah. What? So have you read through it? Like, would you sit
have I
there-
reread through it?
Yeah.
No.
Would you?
No.
What?
Fuck that.
What's in there?
Your
I
mom.
don't want to. I don't. Well, that's a heavy book, but
I know.
I don't want to know what's in there. But like, what makes you scared to read through the book?
I want to know what I was thinking. I already know it's in there.
Is
Like,
it because
where's-
it's like your darkest parts of your
Like, where's the
inner
nearest-
self?
It's not so much the darkest parts, but it's like that's you at your vulnerable. And I'm not a big fan of being vulnerable.
If we,
ever.
if we,
I don't know if you've noticed that. Like,
you don't like being vulnerable.
yeah, that's kind of like my thing.
I noticed that as soon as I met you.
You don't have to explain that, big
Yeah.
fella.
I'm like, I just don't want to. I don't want people knowing anything. I like this. I keep to myself.
That's legit. You and you don't want anyone to know.
Yeah.
Why is it a big issue?
Sound like me now. Big titty.
Why is it a big issue if other people want to congratulate you or?
I don't need congratulations.
Yeah, but sometimes it's good to hear.
Be right.
Tell me more.
What do you want to know?
Dive into it. Dive into it.
Into that, I don't need praise.
No, just why?
Why what?
Are you
Now he's
quite
just beating
happy?
around the question.
Are you quite happy just achieving quietly without any recognition from anyone? 'Cause
I would rather.
I'm seeing that's where you're kind of going with it.
I don't know. I just don't like people knowing my shit. I don't know. It's just something like, oh my god, you. And I'm like, nah, fucking, just calm down, mate. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to like give myself achievements. You know, the fuck. They're like
The fuck?
they put me up here, and I'm like, nah, brother. We're just here. We're all equal. We're just doing our thing.
So you don't see anyone higher or lower than you?
Oh, I'm definitely up there. No.
I knew he was going to fucking... That's why I said that question. He's like, everyone's below me.
I'm the biggest, strongest, manly man out there.
Hell yeah.
Wearing a koala onesie.
With no pants. In a room full of dudes.
This is...
Smash.
This is... this is the bloke all you females are creaming over.
I mean, what the
What the... If anyone is listening, you probably would want to go over to YouTube to watch that. That's fair. That is a good... I feel like that's a good... It's a good mental trait to have, I think, because you don't... Like, you're not setting yourself these
for
high
example,
expectations.
You know how I see everything as a competition?
Yes.
So for me, I see that people see it, everything as a competition. If I've got all this, someone's not going to feel so good.
But what if someone has a bigger dick than you?
And cool story, bro. Why do I give a fuck?
But that... Do you see that as a competition?
Not
I'm
really.
pumping my shit up to make it way bigger.
Bro, get one
Bro's
of
already
those
on a
suction
set.
glasses, stretch that megalodon out.
Roy's already on a sex site by a cock bump. He's like, not for long, pussy.
Super competitive.
Nah, I would not.
That was obviously a joke.
Yeah, competitive, mate. I'm never competitive.
Brother.
That is the biggest lie.
Excuse me?
This is the biggest lie.
Yes. All right. Now what? Or do you want to keep?
No, just, yeah, cool.
What else would you like to bring up?
So there was there was the books, there was the journal, social media.
Mm.
So how have you found not being on social media? Because you did say something the other day that you're going to, when you come out of the hibernation, you're going to download Instagram, but on your laptop.
Yes, laptop only.
Yeah. So you're not going to have any socials on your...
Phone. Oh, like I might have, like, you know. No, probably not.
And why is that?
You just always check it. It's like a subconscious subconscious thing that I'll be like, all right, cool. I need to check what's happening. I need to check, what's going on in this blah, blah. And it's like, why? Why do I need to do all that?
Well, you don't need to.
Exactly. But
You can still have.
it was like a
app on
habit
there.
that developed. But now it's like, all right, we'll just have music playing and sit there.
Bro, that is wild.
Obviously, I don't just sit there. I'm doing a million things. Men's can't stop.
You're like me, but like the opposite end. So like I'm always doing shit, but with like this, work, kids. But you're like, I have none of that. I'm doing everything else out there. Car, gate, smashing bricks, cutting down trees.
You were going to say smashing bitches. I was like, no.
Can't even do that anymore.
Can't even do that.
I mean, I can actually, but I won't.
You should.
Why?
You should bus.
If you really need, I'm pretty sure Stafford will give you a lending hand.
No, I'll be fine.
Well, if you want calluses, then I'm more than happy to.
Well.
No,
already
not on your hands.
I already have my own to be.
Make him come.
The double hand is crazy.
Well, I think that is going to come to an episode unless I don't think there was anything else I wanted to bring up. Nico, do you have anything, mate?
Nah, not me.
So he's got. Well, you haven't asked yours.
Who am I asking?
Us.
All right.
I don't actually think you've ever.
Haven't asked any of you guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
asked you before.
Have you
All right,
asked me?
what's 5 things you do to improve your mood?
Bussin'.
Nice.
That's one.
Top of the list.
Definitely up there. Hanging out with my family, my kids. Like
Nice.
quality time with my kids, taking them out for brekkie, lunch or whatever. Or doing things that they want to do. So like soccer, going to watch them play soccer, dancing, whatever it may be. Recording.
Mhm.
Obviously, like the podcast. This is probably
Podcast.
one thing that I look forward to. Like this part of it. All the back end part is
Because
just,
me.
I wouldn't say that. And then, okay, maybe you're a little bit part of it. But actually, one thing that he does now is he talks a lot on the phone.
He's
Yeah,
all
that is-
alone.
But yeah,
Still do 1-word messages, but
yeah, you do, and it's fine.
just call me. It's
So
so
yeah,
easy.
bussin', kids, family time.
That's wild
Yeah,
how you
it's
went
weird.
from
It's weird.
busing, kids.
Okay, let me just.
Well, one leads
rearrange
to another,
that.
I suppose.
So I would have to say to start off with family time. So taking out the kids to lunch, brekkie, or doing what they want to do, soccer or dancing or whatever. I actually enjoy working. I actually enjoy going to work and doing my job. So that spending quality time, this is a little bit different to family time, but just quality time with Michaela. Just me and her. We actually got to do that the other night and it was so nice.
Or just,
Huh?
I'm not going to ask.
No, we sat down and we watched a movie.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
telling me about it.
Yeah.
Break. No. Straw.
There we go. Actually, movie recommendation. Go on to Netflix and watch Straw. Fire movie. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. Go do it.
All
You
right.
can't do it. Bussin',
Yeah.
right? Bussin' is definitely up there. I would also have to say, I haven't done it in a while, but one thing or one of the things to improve my mood would be camping.
Hell yeah.
I love camping.
We really should plan just a set this Saturday, just one night.
I got rid of my last running car.
We'll all just go in.
We'll take the scooter.
Yeah, camping, and then I would also have to say just talking with the boys.
Hell yeah.
Oh, more gym. So
Yeah, okay,
gym, but also talking with the boys.
Can I just ask, why do you count fingers down then thumb? I thought it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same page as JP on this one.
Does it matter? I'm getting
It's
to
just
the
out of
same
curiosity.
destination.
Why thumb last?
Why are your calves small?
Why are
That
you
was just straight. Why are you fat? No.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
It was just a question.
No, I don't know.
Okay, calm down.
JP, what's 5 things to improve your mental health?
Hey, what? I know. I was supposed to ask you first.
Oh.
Rerun. What are 5 things you do to improve your mood, Nico?
Mine would definitely be going outside. Doesn't matter where it is. Just
You definitely like the sunset stuff, like beach.
yeah, I like to go sand dune, just sit there. I'll have a drink or two, just watch the sun go down, listen to music, watch the world go by. I've started really enjoying going to the gym. Gives you that little bit of a dopamine, gets you feeling a little bit better.
Are we going to go after this?
And then
40.
100% busing as well. It's just kind of a must. It's just up there. It's just
It
Must be
Start
nice.
It must be nice.
He's gonna start
Wait,
crying.
I'm on the same page as you, bruv.
Well, not really, because
Yeah, but jacking off's not fun.
yes, it is.
You're
You're
just
obviously doing it wrong.
Man's reverse grip.
You did a head? Just sit on it and it goes numb.
whoa.
That's not what I was picturing.
So that's 3. So gym, going out, watch the sunset, have a few drinks. I definitely like sport, anything sport related, like just watching a game or someone on TV. I find that little relaxation, little period. Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
You can bring up soccer or something, are you?
No.
Oh.
This is right. Just bring up basketball.
And yeah, I definitely like going out bush or camping or fishing or any of that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's my like happy place escape from the routine. JP?
Genuinely too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me think.
All
He
right.
does.
Relax.
This is going to be really hard for him, mind you, though, because it's been 4 weeks with fucking nothing.
What do I do to improve my mood? I think one thing is catching up with people, like genuinely, like a phone call or catch up with them in person. It's nice.
I actually do. I do like it when you call me.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up, pussy.
2, probably like finishing a job or like progress of some kind that like tick off of, yep, that's done. Next thing. That's staple mark of getting shit done. Yeah. Fuck, I don't have
It's
a lot
actually kind of hard, hey?
I don't have a lot of fun nowadays.
What about working on your cars?
That's that progress thing, I suppose. But most of the time, it's a bit sad. As much as I like doing it, nothing's fun when you're by yourself, to be fair.
Mm.
It's just something you do to do it.
Yeah.
It's like the whatnot.
So what you're saying is you just like companionship. You just like.
I would
someone
definitely
to
like
chat
if someone
to.
was around just to talk to. Like, you don't like. I was talking to Regan about this. I will get probably another 30% extra done if someone's just there.
So you're not sitting there procrastinating or whatever.
Not even procrastinating. Like, I'll get it done, but like if someone's there to chat and do shit with you, fuck, I'm working.
I reckon.
I'm up.
See, I'm exactly the same. I hate doing shit by myself. It's just boring.
Yeah.
Even playing games online, like when people like sit there and they would just like play hours upon end by themselves. Like, yeah, it's fun sometimes, but it's also like I want the boys to jump on.
Because it's just that banter.
Yeah.
You have that companionship.
Yeah.
One more.
Wasn't that like 3?
Yeah.
You need to go
Probably
back to primary school.
a good shower. That's always nice. And then put on some good smelling stuff. Because smelling nice is always nice.
Bro, I thought that would be the last thing you'd ever say.
I like to smell
Yeah,
nice.
stinky
I
hole.
just sweat in 0.2 seconds and everything's ruined. I'm a very sweaty person.
Smelling nice definitely does. That is a good one.
Yeah, that's probably it. Bit of
Just one
food.
more.
Bit of food. Yeah, sure.
Fire.
Bit of food's always nice.
Yep.
Can't have anything fucking sweet though.
All right.
Beautiful.
Outro.
Well, yeah, that concludes the episode. JP, give us an outro.
I did the last one.
And?
Just kidding. Thanks, guys, for watching. We really enjoyed this. Pivotal. Yeah, so if you want to send anything in, as always, send it in to intersect24.pod@hotmail.com. Intersectpod.24. Hold up. Intersect.pod24@hotmail.com.
There we go.
Fucking knew it. First go. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. We'll love you and leave you. Enjoy the rest of your day.